Okay, hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Violet, and obviously as you can see, I'm in this weird location with two random people.
Random. Okay.
But I decided to gather my friends to do a mukbang today. Y'all sit down and chat. Honestly, this is probably one of the most wisest and encouraging people that I know.
That made me emotional.
So some of these questions, we're gonna be getting into it. We're not holding back, so I'm really excited to be able to have a little college Q&A, life Q&A, talking about things such as dating, being at a PWI, our faith, college, UNC, all the above. You guys want to go around and like introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, so my name is Nadia. I'm a freshman here at UNC. I'm an environmental health science major, and I am glad to be here.
Well, I'm Tanaya, and I'm a freshman at UNC too, and I am a psychology major from Raleigh, North Carolina, and yeah, that's it.
And just because you guys don't know who I am as your first time to my channel, my name is Violet. I am a first year here at UNC. I'm studying advertising and PR as well as sports administration, which I literally just added like a few days ago. I'm from Queens, New York. So yeah, we have pizza, Papa John's. Y'all want to give a little rundown what you have on your plate?
We all have the same thing. Pizza, yeah, wings, breadstick. Anything is better than the calf at this point. So.
Yeah.
So I actually made like a whole little Notion page with all the questions and sorted them out because I love Notion. So the first question that we're gonna like start out with is, how did you guys meet? I think we should first start with you two since that makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to go? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So me and Nadia, we went to the same high school together, like all 4 years. And then I knew like Carolina was my dream school. Nadia, on the other hand, she really wanted to go to UNC Charlotte.
I did.
And I kind of like had to beg her to come here. And I'm not gonna say thank God, but thank God she didn't get that full ride, or she would have went. That's how we knew each other coming in. I knew of Violet via social media because like there's the social media page was like everybody that's in your class. But I never really talked to her because Nadia talked to her like formally like first.
I met up with Nadia like the first week of school. We clicked. And I think I saw you at the dining hall one week. Remember when I was being mad? I was like, hi.
Me at the dining hall.
Look, Nadia.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
So it was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like awkward, but yeah, I've been both social media, and the rest is history. I feel like we started getting closer like towards like the middle and like half of the semester. Yeah. So ever since then, it's been great. So now moving into some of the questions about like college and stuff. So we're just gonna start off with, why did you choose UNC? You can be honest, like say what you gotta say.
UNC has always been my dream school. I was a Tar Heel fan before I was anything. So once I knew like the school was actually great, I was like, I'm going there for sure. But like UNC, it's never been any other school that topped that. I applied to UNC, UNC Charlotte, A&T, Emory, and UCLA. Other than that, my mom was it.
I definitely made a few videos about this. I guess now being here, the reason why I picked it, I mean, not gonna lie, I wanted to leave New York. I wanted to go to a good school. Pretty sure if you say I go to University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, people will know what you're talking about. And the money, it wasn't that great, but it was like something was shaking. But I felt like the community aspects, like, but I just feel like it would be more to do and more to like immerse myself in.
I would say the prestige, like honestly. Like Tanai said, I wanted to go to UNC Charlotte because I was so set on like how pretty the campus was. But at the end, like I think around like March, I realized like prestige is more important than like location. At least for me. For some people it's different, but yeah, it's definitely a school that's well known.
The next question is, if you had to remake your college decision, would you still choose UNC?
That's a good question.
I would say yeah, only because like I know thinking futuristically, it's like my best bet unless I went out of state.
Yeah, if it wasn't UNC, I think I would have went with Howard, but Howard gives pennies for financial aid, like terrible. I don't know how I would have like funded that, but I'm pretty happy with UNC in terms of like the quality education I'm able to get. It's definitely tough. There's days where I'm like, why am I here? But but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
I would say for me, I don't regret choosing UNC, and I don't think I would choose another school just because of the options. I mean, maybe we could have made you Miami Shakes. I would rather be on a beach right now. But I would say like the only regret that I do have is not considering UGA, the University of Georgia, more seriously. I didn't look at my financial aid package, which I kind of regret. No, because I was trying to, but like I had to do so much steps, and it was just like hard, and like I just didn't feel like contacting someone to figure it out for me. So I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. What is your favorite / least favorite part about UNC? Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
What about me?
Sure, I won't.
Clear the air. My favorite part is on the surface level, I think UNC is like a really nice campus. And then I also like the traditions and stuff, because like if you're a Carolina native, it's like Tar Heel country or Tar Heel state or whatever. So like this is really like the it school of North Carolina, aside from the rivals. Dude, being a part of that legacy is cool too. And my least favorite part, I would say, is like the culture. Black people here, I feel like it's gotta be real cliquey sometimes. There are still people willing, but also your schedules, like college will have you everywhere at any given time. So trying to like link with them can sometimes be hard.
I would say for me, my least favorite part is the walking. I just can't get over
Girl,
it.
let's get
And
to that.
it's just like the smallest inclines doing the most. But I would say my favorite part is just being a Tar Heel. Before coming here, I didn't really know what that meant. But then coming here, just the like how we're all bonded just by this one institution, and like just cheering on for the teams, or even like supporting and like reaching out to people that are professionals in whatever field and be like, hey, like I'm a Tar Heel. It's like, okay, cool, like let me help you out.
My favorite thing is the people. Like, I absolutely love the community here at Carolina. I do wish it was a bit more diverse. Like, sometimes I'm in a class and I look around me and I'm like, I'm literally the only dark-skinned female in this whole like auditorium, and so that can be a little bit discouraging and troubling at times. But once you like get past people's, I guess, like initial, like how they initially come off, a lot of people here are like amazing people. And I definitely really like the games and like the sports culture. I think that's really cool. One thing I dislike is, I guess, we don't have as much academic support as I thought we would coming in. Like, I'm currently doing Chem 102 and I did Chem 101 last semester, and I just felt like so just like alone. Like I had no help. I don't know, it was just really hard, and I felt like I didn't really have support to get through that.
And also, one of the best things about UNC too is the merch. Like, please let's get into it.
Well, not me. But yeah, I thought you.
Please let's get into it.
Carolina blue.
Right.
I fear.
So the next question is, what is the hardest part about adjusting to college? I would say college.
I'm not saying adjusting.
College is so different. Like, you'll probably have 2-3 classes a day. That will wipe me out. Like, first semester, there was not a day that I did not take a nap. Even on the weekends. Like, it was that bad. It's just adjusting. Like, it's a whole new system, a whole new setup. Well,
I'm the type of person, I can adapt, but like abrupt change in every single area of my life was overwhelming. Like, I moved away from home, I'm going to a new school, I have to make new friends, like everything was just happening at once, and it was like, I don't have this figured out. On top of that, you're trying to figure out, how do I succeed in my classes? Like, and every aspect of your identity is challenged. And I was just like, all right, no. As I was telling them, if I would look back and tell anybody coming to college, whatever, I would just say, like, don't have expectations. Because I think that's also like what kind of made everything hard, because I was trying to live to a certain expectation and expecting UNC to be whatever it was supposed to be in my mind. And when it failed me, I was like, okay, I didn't do something right. Like, maybe this is not the school for me. Like, it was a whole lot of just back and forth, when in general, it was just like, girl, you gotta take it one day at a time.
That part.
No, mountains, valleys, like, just, it's okay.
For me, it was making time for myself, because I came in and I'm like, friends. I want to have friends here, friends there, friends in this class. Like, I was really putting a lot of time into like building relationships, which is very like important in college. Coming here, you want to make sure that after your 4 years, you've made like a lot of connections with people of different backgrounds, cultures. So I think I was kind of focusing on that a bit too much, and I wasn't making enough time for myself.
And I will also add that when you get here, people you talk to, people you say hey to, people you meet in class, everything is not gonna turn into a friendship. Like, let's just get that straight. Certain things are very much surface level, just very much, hey, bye, see you later. Oh girl, your outfit is cute. And that's okay. Like, I think when you expect everything to be something, or like one day you be like, oh yeah, like I thought we were gonna be more, like, y'all, people that want to be your friends, they're gonna show it. People that don't, they will show it.
I would say for what happened first semester was the opposite. I feel like I was spending too much time by myself instead of like actually going out there, because I'm the type of person, I'm an introvert. I like being alone, but that was one all the time where it was just like, maybe needs
Maybe need to get out.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into like dating and friends. How to meet / make quality friendships.
I feel like they come to you.
Really?
In a sense. Like, you definitely have to put in the effort in college, but I feel like there are relationships like you have to put minimal work in and then just work. And that's how I feel like it is with them. Like, I might have talked to them for like 2 weeks. And that's not even on being like
Just
on
like,
purpose. It's just like work, and we all be like, are y'all tired? We like, yeah. And so we like, oh, but let's meet up this week or something like that. And then when y'all get together, it's just nothing but vibes, and like, you just know there's a sense of like, it's just genuine, and like they're there for you, like, you know they're gonna come through for you.
I would say to be like intentional about like what you want out of your friendships and what you're looking for too. But like, what do you want out of these friendships, and what do you want to give to these friendships, and how you guys can like build. So I wanted like mature friendships, like friendships that like we can actually like be here for one another, encourage one another. I feel like I definitely found that.
Number one, surround yourself with good energy, but also make sure that you emulate what you want in your friends. So if you want friends that are honest,
That's that one right there. Okay.
if you want friends that are honest, that are going to be there for you, that'll have your back, you need to do the same for other people.
And sometimes like it's hard to show up and be there for people. It really is, because like you go through certain things. But I think being honest and transparent about that too, any friend that genuinely cares about your well-being, they're gonna understand that. But it's the lack of communication for me, because when you're just like, no, I can't do it, no, I can't do it, no, I can't do it. Yeah, you might be going through, but if I don't know that, all it seems is that you're just
pushing it off.
Talking
about friendships, I want to just take a jump to like relationships and then jump back to friendships. I guess like a question like dating in college while a black girl.
Non-existent.
I'm screaming. So I've been in a relationship for 3 years. My boyfriend goes to Ant.
I know you lying.
I was like, yo,
the thing is though, I wasn't adding up.
No, but y'all, I'm playing. I wouldn't say it's non-existent. Like, I've known some people here that have done it, but I know for me, there's nobody at UNC that I have found to be for me. Nobody who's not at UNC right now who I think is for me. I don't even think it's about being a black girl here, even though like we are like at a PWI, because it's a small population and most likely you're gonna date within that population, unless your spectrum is more broad. I can't really speak on that too much.
Yeah, it's just not existent. Like, I couldn't, like, I don't have a crush, like, I don't have some, like, none of that's happening. What God has for me. Like, I know what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna have to just wait, like, simply put, because I know what I want and what I deserve.
And I think that's a big part too, because like us three, I think dating will be different for us because of our relationships with God. So like, that's why I said it's different. There's nobody for me yet, because like, yeah, a dude, he might be fine, but like, you don't have no substance. If you don't love Jesus, baby, you ain't got nothing for me.
Ain't gonna work.
Exactly. So like, I think that's what is the #1 indicator, and that sets our dating pool apart.
If anything, it shrinks it, because all these little boys
Girl.
don't like grow up. Like, they're literally boys. That's what I'm saying, like, because I know, like, I feel like I'm more not like attracted to older men, but like men that are more mature.
Ooh.
So for me, it's like
But
I guess just like in general, a lot of the guys here don't know what they want. And they kind of just want to mess around, and I don't like wasting my time.
Yeah, but they know what they want though. They know exactly
what they want.
Yeah, but I'm not giving that. So yeah, we're all really big in like our religion and Christianity and living a Christian lifestyle. And then, like I said, I feel like the guys here, at least the guys in our class, aren't really focused on that area of their lives right now.
And that's okay.
That's okay. People grow at different rate. People are on different levels of their journey, and that's fine. And I also feel like right now, like being a freshman, I don't think I'm ready to date.
I'm trying to find the time just to read my Bible.
Honestly.
It's a relationship.
Heavy on that.
Okay.
At this point in my walk with God, I have so much going to do before I can even like give it to another individual. So it's like, focus on me.
I haven't even told them this yet, but since we here, like, I gave this whole year to God. I was like, God, I'm not entertaining no dudes, no matter how fine I think he is, if he jump in my DM, nothing. Unless you tell tonight, like, you slap me with a sandal or something, like, I'm not doing it. And that's to like, as I don't know if any of y'all have like heard the term like being intentional about your singleness and stuff like that. Like I want to do that because I feel like you waste all this time wishing for somebody and being in a relationship that you haven't done the work for yourself, so that when you get in a relationship you're whole and like being your best self for them.
Yeah.
You just get in there broken because you ain't do no work to fix
And you
yourself.
come out more broken.
Right,
You know?
and you're honestly sabotaging it for the other person because what if they did the work, you know?
It's important for me to like listen to God and just follow his lead. And you never know, he might bring me. I might be engaged next week. Just kidding.
She thought she ate.
Like she said though, like Tanaya said about like, you said intentionality, and yeah, like being intentional in your season of singleness, that's something that I had to work on, and I'm still working on it. That's another thing, like being intentional and trusting God even through the singleness, and also not comparing yourself to others. Like I said, we're all on different journeys, different levels and parts of our journey, so focus on yours and trust God through it.
I think God has to trust you to be in a relationship as well.
Yes.
Like, I feel like now if I were to get in a relationship, if it's hard for me to be in my word, to pray consistently and stuff at night, how would that be if I added another person to that mix?
Yeah.
And so if God is gonna be on the back burner, like why would he like allow you, you know, if that makes sense? You have to purify your motives as to why you want to be in a relationship too. Because like, why do you want to be with that person just so you can be booed up, so you can touch, so you can like fall into temptation? Like what you really want to be in a relationship
social
for?
media.
Exactly. So I think those are other ordeals you have to consider. None Like You, Upper Room, Abby Gamboa.
Get into it. Okay, Harmony.
I keep forgetting you actually like sing with your church, like in your church. Period. Do you find it hard to be saved in college? Is it hard to stand for your faith and fit in?
Yes, not because of pressure, but because of your own self. I came in and I was like, nobody's gonna make me do anything, and still nobody has. But it was just like a mental war of like, okay, do I go to this party even though like that's not really what I stand for? Like, do I get drunk just for the fun of it? Like, do I get high? Like, all of these other questions. And deep down, like, I could never do it just because it's like, I knew that wasn't me. And I didn't want to like change myself or do something that wasn't Tanaya, or ultimately something that did not uphold like who God wants me to be, just for a temporary thing and just to have some likes.
I agree, because like I'm not very easily persuaded to do bad things. I have a very like, I mean, obviously the Holy Spirit convicts me very hard, where like I'll feel guilty like immediately. So for the most part, like I have no desire to party. Like I have no desire to be a part of these things. It may look nice and like, oh, I'm missing out, but like I'm really not.
That's what it ultimately was. You thought you were missing out. It wasn't even about that you actually wanted to do
Or then
it.
like someone supposed to do it, it's like, oh, it's not that. Like it was packed, it was sweaty, it was nasty, da. But I would say it was definitely like hard in terms of like balancing all that we have to do. This whole shift, this whole change, like everything's so new. So I feel like just extending ourselves some grace is just like, sis, like you literally moved from home, you're living in a new environment, and like even for me, like I don't have access to my family as I would like to, or it's just like give yourself some grace for that. I would say like it's just that's the part that's hard, not like, oh gee, like I want to get drunk tonight, because I don't.
Other than what they said, my biggest difficulty being saved at college is like with my interpersonal relationships. I don't know, I have a lot of like friends, associates, acquaintances, like just a lot of like people I know that see life differently and have different views on different things. And so sometimes when I'm having certain conversations, I want so badly to kind of like say what God is putting on my heart, because he speaks through us. We are his mouthpiece on the earth. And so sometimes I want sometimes I want so badly to like say it and tell them the truth, because I know that it'll ultimately end up like saving them, or it could like spark something. Like that could be God's way of like saving them. I have like this fear of like, oh, what if I say this and they don't want to be friends anymore? What if I say this and they view Christians in a certain light? Or what if they think I'm like that type of Christian? I've definitely had some times where I was like, dang, that party looked fun. And that's not to like down people that do go to parties. If that's what you like and that's how you have fun, that's fine. I just like, that's not my kind of fun. I'd only be doing it to fit in, just be there for the people.
And it's literally to each his own. Like I forgot what it said, but it was like there are certain things that convict there are certain things that convict certain people that don't convict others.
I think that the moral of it is like standing firm to like your morals and what you believe in. It's 6:42.
Question.
Okay, I guess we can talk about like our goals, aspirations, and dreams. So just like short term, long term.
Sorry. Professional wise, I want to be an orthodontist in the future. So after undergrad, my goal is to already have a plan, like know which dental school I'm going to, whether I'm moving states, whether I'll be living with someone else, alone. Like I want to have like a plan. But I also know like things happen. Sometimes God has one plan and I have another, and ultimately I want his plan over mine. So I'm not holding myself too tightly to those goals, but that is the dream as of now. Personal life, I want to like just like grow more into myself, become more confident in who I am, and knowing how to like stand up for myself, advocate for myself, and also being comfortable with being alone, and also leave with just like close lifelong relationships like these two. Like I think that's something that you should definitely look for coming out of college. She shoved it up.
Okay, just to press that audience comment real quick. One thing I've learned about being alone, somebody had to tell me this, my cousin actually, and she said when you redefine being alone and or loneliness, that will help you get through it. Being alone and being lonely have negative connotations, and so it's like if you think about it in biological terms, you have to put a sample by itself, sometimes in the dark or whatever, for it to do what it needs to do. And so maybe that's what being alone is for you. That's sometimes what it is for me. Like I just need to recharge. I can't be around people all the time. And also there's distraction. So if you're not alone, like you don't have that time to just grow and be who Nadia, Tanaya, Violet needs to be. But Tanaya, I want to be a doctor. Period. A neurologist to be specific. And yes. Something about being on Grey's Anatomy and looking at these brain scans and seeing these tumors, it just, you know, intriguing. I want to go to Baylor University for med school.
Sikkim, is that what they call it?
Sikkim Bears, period. But I want to move to Texas, so that's why too. I want to go to be in Dallas, so anybody watching from Dallas, hey. And as far as like just personal goals, it sounds so cliche. Just be who God wants me to be, honestly. I need to stop playing and do what I need to do.
As for me, it's not that cut and clear. So I know what I want to do, but like realistically, like post-grad, what can I do? I'm interested in like PR, media, social media. My goal is to like do all of that for like an NFL team. And also this, like right here, and doing YouTube and stuff, something that I definitely like want to grow over the next few years. And that's like I said, like just growing to be who God has called me to be, stepping into my calling too, and like truly just like being proud of, like I want to be proud of myself, like, and I want God to be proud of me too. I want to be able to like make an impact on other people where it's like,
oh, God to be proud of you.
Yeah. And it's just like people, like I want people to be like, I just met Violet and she's the sweetest person ever, and like she really like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want my presence to like be able to bless someone else and to help someone else. So we'll see. But I look forward to being in LA.
Ooh, LA. Okay.
But that is it for the video. I hope you guys truly enjoyed it. I know editing me is just gonna be very frustrating because it's like probably an hour worth of footage. But yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching.
Y'all comment if y'all want a part 2.
Please do.
Because like there's so much we didn't even get into. But like we're willing to come back.
Yes, I like this a lot. Like a little sit and chat. Like I'm telling you right now.
And now we're comfortable. This is our first time. Well, my first time being on the camera for real. So now I gotta. Yeah.
But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're done.
Bye, guys. Okay.